Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here with another brew review. Thanks for tuning in again. I thought summer's in the country. I saw a lot of bees buzzing around, some flowers. So I felt like having a honey beer, and fortunately I found a Kompel Prion de Fleurs. Now I can tell you some things about the bottle, but yeah, they actually printed it on the label, so I'll just read the label for you. Kompel Prion de Fleurs is a gold blonde honey beer of high fermentation, re-fermented on the bottle. The taste of leaf honey is clearly present and was combined with coriander and citrus. Leaf honey comes from the National Park Hoge Kempen, Mechelse Heide in Maas-Mechelen, where this brewery was actually founded. Brewed in honor of the 30 years closure of the mines in Asden. Yeah, that about rounds it up. Now, if you want to know more about the mission or the brewery itself, I'll gladly refer you to another video that I made around Christmas time for the Kompel Christmas. Now, since I've already done the brewery, this is going to be a rather short video, but I can already see through the bottle that this is a rather hazy beer. It's nice and cool as well. Again, I love the label here. I love the minor, quite simple with these colors, the lovely lilac purple. I have to think about Jeff Buckley right now. Also, nice branded bottle cap, just like La Chouffe. They have their logo on every color bottle cap that they have. And this beer also won some awards. Well, there's no surprise. So let's see how this goes. I can already smell the honey, and it is quite present, but that's a good thing, of course, because that means that there's a lot of honey in there. And as we learned from Mechels Honingbier, you need quite a lot of honey to make a good honey beer. So I think that's the danger in making a honey beer. It's quite expensive to make, and you don't want to make sugar water to skimp on the production cost. So right off the bat, a nice coppery golden, like they say, a gold blonde beer, some beige-ish foam, a nice head of foam, bubbles in all sizes, a lot of bubbling up from the glass as well. Very nice. Again, honey, quite malty as well. Very grainy. It is a bit floral as well. You guys should know by now that I do like floral beers. So the combination of the honey and the floral components is something that I really like already. And honestly, I am quite curious for the combination of that honey with coriander and citrus. So I'm gonna guess that the citrus comes from either using zest during the boiling process, or yeah, probably some hops like a citra hop or another nice citrusy exotic hop. Well, they didn't lie. Yeah, that's nice. First thing you get is sort of a special Belgian taste, so I'm guessing some caramels have been used. And yeah, that lovely honey in there. But I do drink my tea with a lot of honey as well. I love a good honey. I always bring honey from where I go on a holiday, so. Yeah, absolutely lovely. Again, quite floral. I am drinking flowery honey with some spices. Now, if they didn't tell me this was coriander, I would have looked for that for like 5 minutes. But it is in there, and actually the balance between the sweetness, the floral component, and the herbal tastes balance each other out and make for a nice complex palate, a nice complex flavor palette. If we look at the foam right now, it did dissipate, but a nice centimeter is left, a nice finger of foam, as it should be. So for me, this is a lovely brew, and coming in at 8% ABV, doesn't taste like 8% ABV. This tastes like a 6.5, especially with that nice sweet edge. Now, I must say that I do feel a bit of a burn in my throat, which is ironic because honey should soothe that. And I do mean real burns. But that slight burn in my throat is, of course, the combination of carbon dioxide and alcohol that remind me that it is indeed an 8% ABV. And when I take in a bit of extra air, and I think when the beer warms up as well, those spices really come up. So this is a beer that actually evolves in taste while drinking it as well. Normally when we say there's a taste evolution, then that means during the re-fermentation on the bottle, it starts out like an Orval as a young beer, and then it ages, it matures over time, the taste evolves. But here you just have that in your glass because of that complex palate. And like I often say, warming up the beer a bit really does a lot. It brings out most of the time herbs and spices, because those are a bit more volatile. So they only come up when warmed, when heated. I also love this aftertaste. Actually, in the aftertaste, the honey is a lot thinner, and not a moment in tasting this beer did I feel like I'm drinking a sugary beer. So it is all honey. But the aftertaste is actually very, very malty, a bit spicy even, very nice. It's a lot drier than you would expect from a relatively sweet beer like this. The aftertaste even reminds me of a saison at sometimes. So yeah, I actually do dig this beer a lot. I'm wondering how I should score this. Now, I have had this beer before, but that was about 2 years ago, during a lockdown summer when I was visiting Genk. I went there to hike, lovely, lovely hiking spot. And I was sitting in my beach chair on the lawn of the old mines, and someone brought me this. So, but I had no idea, for the life of me, I didn't remember how it tasted. I only knew that I liked it, but I didn't remember that I liked it this much. So, scoring. Like I said, I love the simplicity of the design, I love the label, I love the colors used, I love that branded bottle cap. I also like that at the back label they put a lot of info. That makes my job a lot easier. And yeah, I actually like the combination of those floral tastes and the honey and the spices. So I think I am gonna give this a 3.75, maybe 4. yeah, as far as honey beers go, this deserves a 4. And actually, to make a comparison, a well-known comparison, imagine La Chouffe or Chouffe Soleil with honey and flowers. Like that sweet and spicy from the coriander, and then the curacao, the orange peel. Yeah, this reminds me of a nice fresh La Chouffe with flowers, with honey, and re-fermented. So yeah, really job well done, guys. This actually makes me want to visit Kompel as well, so maybe I should look into that. Anywho, I'm gonna leave it at that. As usual, if you guys have any remarks, questions, whatever, let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe and the bell icon. You'll get notified as soon as I upload something, which should be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6, and maybe some time in between. I know that I said in the last video I'm gonna review a foreign beer. Well, I didn't have the time to do my research properly, so I took this one, and I'll take the foreign one to Friday. Also, I did see that we have 95 subscribers now, so maybe if we get to 100, we should make that a festive edition. Maybe do a giveaway or something. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on that as well in the comments. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, you guys.